Welcome to our YouTube video series on class action lawsuits. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal. And in this particular video, we're going to be talking about the importance as a prospective class member and plaintiff to look beyond the class claims and the subclass claims. Now, what am I talking about? Well, in a class action lawsuit, there are actually three sets of claims that can be raised against the defendant. The first two are the most commonly talked about, and those are your class claims and your subclass claims. But there's a third set, and these are individual claims. And let me backtrack to explain the differences between them. The class claim is typically a claim that applies to all individuals who are made a party to the action. Subclass claims are related to a subset of those individuals who have a claim. Certain other individuals might not have that particular claim against the defendants, but they have what in effect is a larger group claim where a number of people are going to be subject to it. Beyond that, there are incidental claims that are related or correlated, but are individual in their nature and must be adjudicated or addressed on their individual basis. And as such, they represent a third level. And what they are designed to do in most of this class action legislation that governs these lawsuits is that the class claims and the subclass claims are litigated first, resolved, and a procedure is then undertaken to resolve the individual claims by the individuals. And as such, it's important that you look at these particular aspects early on and actually attempt to discern whether or not you too might have an individual claim that goes beyond the aspects of the class claim and the subclass claim. And for that purpose, you may want to talk to the class counsel, the lawyers that are undertaking the class action lawsuit, and ascertain what might possibly be areas within which an individual should be looking at to bring an individual claim in this action. Some cases, it doesn't exist. But there are many cases where individuals have been adversely impacted. They didn't realize that they had a legal right to pursue legal action, or in some respects, it was too costly to pursue legal action. And now they have a law firm that's adjudicating this matter. They might do it themselves. If it's a smaller amount, they might go to their own lawyers to take care of it. But still, what you should be doing is looking to ascertain if there is an individual claim available to yourself that you might be able to pursue in addition to the class claim and the subclass claim. And find out if that is available to you by talking to lawyers, asking them questions as to whether or not this is something that is pertinent, what you should be looking for. Because most of these lawyers are really enmeshed in what the litigation is. They understand what is happening, where the problems are. And you want to get to those problems and try to identify how you might have been personally impacted in an individual sense. And then you want to start building up your case, either with those lawyers, other lawyers, or even on your own, to build up your own individual claims, to get the evidence and supporting information necessary to bring that forward. Because there's going to be an adjudicative process created by the class action legislation that allows for these lawsuits to typically pursue those individual claims. But you got to know about this, you got to prepare for it, you got to engage oftentimes with legal counsel, and you have to have something specific and solid that you can go on. You don't want to last minute say, oh, individual claim available to me? I haven't looked at it. When typically you'll have a considerable amount of time to do the groundwork for it, you'll have sufficient time to talk to lawyers and assess the case before you get to that stage. So when you get to that notice period, opt-out period, and you are aware of the class action lawsuit going forward, you want to then start doing your investigation, start talking to lawyers, start collecting information, not throwing out stuff, because All too often, after a year or two, people throw out information that could be very pertinent to their own individual claims. So you want to collect that information, keep it on the side, and talk to lawyers. Assess it. Look at all the materials available to yourself. Because if the defendant's already going down with respect to the class claims and subclass claims, they're in a very vulnerable position typically, and going and pursuing the individual claims is going to be something that's going to be worthwhile, especially when you have an adjudicative process that's designed to serve you at that point and that's created by the legislation to pursue those individual claims in addition to the class claims. So you really want to take advantage of this and really look into it, become knowledgeable, and so simply don't allow yourself to be satisfied with the class claims and subclass claims being awarded out when there is actually a possible potential for a individual claim to be pursued and to be awarded to you because you have been enduring damages as a result of the actions of the defendant. Thank you.